I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
Apparently, Wise is not done going after VTubers.
Of course they're not.
So we have another Wise article dropping on VTubers. And guess who's behind it again? Anna Valens. I am shocked.
Whoa, no way.
Anna Valens is back with another VTuber hit piece. Is it my birthday? It's so stupid. Like, and by the way, I showed you guys the clip of the stream where they were discussing that Anna Valens is a VTuber now, right? She wants to be a YouTuber and stuff like that, and how she was bragging about understanding the culture of VTubing and all that stuff. Everything that she says, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you're genuinely a tourist. Your mom and dad now know what a VTuber is. Thanks to this arrest. Maybe, sorta. What the hell is that title?
You need to learn. You need to go back to uni. Go back to uni and learn how to write.
For people who read it, I haven't read it yet. Because, you know, I have some self-respect off stream. Is she going after Pippa here the same way she went after Kirsha? Or is she pretending, is she LARPing to be a Pippa fan? I have no idea what to expect from this person. Before I reported on VTubing for Wise, I reported on it for the Mary Sue. One of my very first VTuber shoutouts in the press was an article about the Coffin Andy and Lele. What am I not surprised? Back in 2023, I gushed about my favorite Let's Play for the game, performed by a talented VTuber who turned me into a diehard Nemle fan. In my mind, Ashley Graves is synonymous with his VTuber's performance of her. If you want, I don't freaking even know. If you want voice acted, the best way to enjoy it is through this VTuber's playthrough. Okay, so she's glazing. I don't know how I feel about this one. Okay, it was the voice acting skills that I fall in love with. A popular rabbit-themed VTuber named Pipkin Pippa. And now that I've uttered the words Pipkin Pippa, I must state the magic spell that protects me from the internet. The following article, while reflecting facts reported by other news outlets, is based entirely on my personal opinion as a VTuber and the VTuber fan. Okay, Shakespeare. Break your brakes there a little bit. Calm down. Also, by the way, do you guys remember the Kirsha article, right? The one that was taken down? The picture Anna Valens used against Kirsha, Pippa was there too. and Kirsha is literally Pippa's best friend. And one of the first things Pippa and Kirsha bonded over was gushing over Asmongold. This lore has layers. Sorry, I cannot even hold it back. Oh my god. I don't know how much you guys even understood through me laughing. You're too effing stupid to know what's good for you. Okay, I first learned about Pippa all the way back in 2022 when my Valorant friends began sharing Pippa's clips and highlight reels with me, such as this viral post from 2024 or clips from her playthrough of Class of 09, one of my favorite games, or the Duality of Pipkin Pippa YouTube video, which basically captures Pippa in a nutshell. Unironically, during one of my darkest moments, Pippa's explanation for why you shouldn't take your own life spoke to me. You're right, Pippa. I'm actually stupid. I wouldn't say I'm a Pippa fan, but I respect talent when I see it. And I happen to think Pippa is very talented. Wasn't she like literally insinuating that she is a fan first? Anyway, for context, I'm gonna play the clips too.
Good morning, Pippa wants you to look in the mirror. And to stand as tall as you can. Not on your tippy toes, but like stand straight, okay? Put your shoulders back, stand straight, arch your back. Put your hands on your hips, and look in the mirror. And say, I'm a good person. I can do better today than I did yesterday.
Kill me, 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 kill me. Put your fucking gun in my mouth and pull the fucking trigger!
Good morning.
I love the meme.
That was my first Pippa clip.
That was your first Pippa clip?
I've never seen anything like that.
What do you mean? Literally, how have you never seen anything like that? That's literally how we talk.
It's different when you and I like do that kind of thing, and it's different when like another person has that energy. We're two people, right? But Pippa is one person.
Pippa, to be clear, has a very edgy sense of humor. So much so, she even has a controversy section on Know Your Meme. Oh, she's not a political VTuber. But she's not a political VTuber. Her content is definitely popular with many right-wing VTuber fans. Okay. That said, she's also popular with people who aren't right-wing. And she's popular with people who literally don't care about politics by nature of her sense of humor. There are 1,000 opinions on Pippa across VTubing. Mine? Question mark. I don't agree with everything Pippa does. I absolutely think she's gone too far with some of her jokes in the past. But Pippa is the VTuber equivalent of a shock jock. Okay, that's a description. That's a description. Others have tried to claim that title, but it's Pippa who is a true shock jock of VTubing. Yeah, no, I think it's definitely Chibidoki, yeah. That's what she sets out to do, and that's who she is. And to that end, there's a difference between having right-wing fans and being a far-right VTuber spreading malicious beliefs. That's shade at Kersha. Oh, the shade. I personally believe that distinction matters. Some right-wing VTubers make me afraid, but not Pippa. She just makes me laugh. Now that we all know about Pippa, imagine my surprise when I opened up Twitter and Blue Sky and saw Face Connect's poster child staring back at me because a Pippa fan was arrested. That's right. Someone went to a protest, got arrested, and now Pippa's face is all over his local news. So, before we go any further, if you live in the Nashville area and your parents have ever commented on that cartoon rabbit girl who screams a lot on your phone, you might want to have a frank conversation with them before they start asking you to hand over your iPhone. This is so dumb. Honey, isn't that the rabbit girl you like from your animes? Oh. So yeah, for people who didn't see the news, they arrested a person who had this picture on their Instagram, and on top of that, a gun with scribbles.
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch!
And on top of that, a gun with scribbles with Pippa's names. Basically, this person is imitating Jinx. News Channel 5 Nashville covers local news from Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. Recently, the station reported on the Nashville No Kings protest over the weekend. We already watched about the No Kings protest yesterday, highlighting a 19-year-old named Elijah, arrested for disorderly conduct. In two separate news segments posted to YouTube, the local news studio read from the teen's arrest warrant. Per the warrant, the arrest had been brandished a weapon during a planned protest. When yelling and arguing ensued, he stated that he had a gun. The defendant was holding a gun down in front of himself and letting others in the area know that he had it. The arrest warrant stated, per News Channel 5 Nashville, the witness and others in the crowd were in fear for their safety and began running before flagging down officers. Per witness statement, people started yelling at him, and he pulled it out and stated he had a gun. No one was directly pointed at, but Miller was spitting at people. This is so badly written. Like, this is literally, all of this could be summarized in 2 sentences. It's like a word jumble, like one after another. So badly written. Holy hell. Sorry, this is really aggravating me. Both videos discuss the teen's long fascination with Nazis mass murder by highlighting his Twitter account, and in between various screen grabs from the poster's social media, there she is. Pippa suddenly appears, staring right back at the viewer. In a post captioned, "Things are about to happen" from December 18, 2024. Miller posts Pippa alongside a revolver and a book labeled "Democracy, the God That Failed." According to Mises Institute's Connor Mortel, the book lays out the case that private ownership of government, monarchy, is preferable to the democratic government we are familiar with today. Okay. Additionally, according to social media posts lifted from the arrested teen's social media, the inscription Pipkin Pippa was scratched onto a shotgun owned by Miller. This is what I meant by the dude thought his jinx. That's what he
What
did.
the heck? What? This edgy little. Anyways,
For people who don't know who Jinx is, it's a League of Legends joke. A lot of normies know this these days because of the Netflix show Arcade. Pippa's appearance in news coverage around a political arrest obviously turned some heads in VTubing. Over on Twitter, one user shared a screen grab from the news report with a shotgun inscribed Pippa. Warning, don't do this if you're a fan of a creator, as it drags down their image. Others suggested this was Pippa's PewDiePie moment. What? Okay. Referencing the Christchurch mosque shooter who said to subscribe to PewDiePie meme. Okay, this is an edgelord who thinks owning guns is cool and threatening people, but he didn't actually touch anyone. You are comparing it to an actual tragedy.
yeah, nah, this is done in poor taste.
I'm sorry, Anna Valens is fucking stupid. Oh my god, this person is really annoying me. Live on stream before carrying out the mass shooting. A third poster shared the news report of Pippa image and responded the exact same way I did IRL. This is not effing real. Oh my blah blah blah, whatever.
You know what?
These
This is
people
a
are so
very-
insufferable.
You know what? This is a very common tactic to these kind of journalists. What they're doing is like putting it on the same scale as a tragedy as a manipulating tactic
Yeah.
in the writing. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like it's the association context. Well, as Maddox said, it almost feels like this person has ulterior motives with malicious intent. No, this is not sarcasm. You're absolutely right, Maddox. It's also really important to underline the fact that she had a deranged fan do that shit. It's not her fault.
It's not.
Blue Sky, of course, Blue Sky users following Pippa's news appearance almost universally believed Miller was reflective of Pippa fan base. Of course they're gonna say that on Blue Sky. Blue Sky. Anyway, my bad. But this sentiment wasn't confined to Blue Sky. On Twitter, some came to the same conclusion, suggesting that Pippa's community deserves scrutiny. Meanwhile, a poster on Reddit's r/virtual YouTubers simply called Miller's the least deranged Pippa fan. By the way, for people who don't know, it's a joke. It's an ongoing joke. in the not just VTuber community, but content creation community in general. You showcase the craziest person you can find and say the least deranged X fan. It's a meme format.
Wang says, I don't think a fan of someone would have done it since it would smear the creator. I think it's the other way around. But the situation is the reality of it. There's always going to be a deranged fan, especially with someone big as Pippa, Kirsha. There's always going to be a deranged fan. You can't keep check on everyone.
There's an easier way of summarizing it. People are dumb.
Yeah, people are dumb.
That's literally all it is. People are fucking dumb. You cannot blame a content creator who doesn't even know this person exists. I think this will cause a violent video games causes violence, but VTubers flavor what? One Redditor asked in the post comments, lively discussion followed. Wait, what? Think this will cause a violent video games causes violence, but VTuber flavored? Okay, got it. God damn, it took me a while to read it. Do you really want to explain all this VTuber stuff to your mom and dad? What? I know Valens really needs to stop writing. Regardless of how you feel about Pippa, her fan base, and the bizarre way VTubing just intersected with larger American politics, I'd like to point readers back to my June 3rd article. More people are searching up stuff about VTubers that's good and bad. Wait, did they bring back the article? She wrote about Cinder too. Wait, is Anna Valens like full on? Is Anna Valens pulling a Catliente?
Yes, 100%. She literally was like WWKD.
Yes. Oh my god. We unintentionally manifested WWKD. What is a Catliente reference? She's a known grifter on VTubers specifically. She hates VTubers with a passion. She only likes VTubers when they make money for her. She basically constantly creates drama in the VTuber scene to make money. In that piece, I revealed how VTuber topic research for the past 12 months peaked on Google during the Cinder controversy. I also warned that VTubers can leave a positive impact on the world around us, or that positive influence can be overshadowed by major VTubers getting involved in petty drama and unpopular political beefs. Whether you believe Miller's Pippa connection is Black Swan event or something worth investigation, I think we all can agree what happened with Miller is very bad for VTubing. That is whatever. It certainly overshadows a lot of the good happening in the space right now. Okay, hold on, ma'am. Most of the people don't fucking give a shit. Not only US people watch and support VTubers, most people outside of US are not gonna watch US local news. Oh my god, I'm speaking nonsense. People understand, okay, it's a lunatic, has nothing to do with VTubing. Look, Pippa isn't responsible for some far-right teenager waving a gun around. You didn't tell that kind of the kid to get aggro at an old King's protest in Nashville, nor did she tell him to arm himself. Scratch the name Pipkin Pippa in a shotgun and read a book popular with Curtis Yarvin. Yes, Pippa's sense of humor is edgy, but she's no pundit. She's a shock jock. She's not preaching political talking points directly to her audience. Look, even the wording this person is using in this article, like all of this is genuinely innuendos and hints. Like, this is so disgusting. I learned US news from you guys and Twitter. You're cooked.
You're cooked, bro. You're so cooked.
You're actually cooked. Is Lifu's voice different or am I losing it? Yeah, I'm sorry guys, my voice changer broke.
No, she's sick.
My voice changer broke, guys. I'm sorry. Guys, it's a joke. I was sick. My voice is not fully back yet. That's why my voice is sounding like I'm a man.
Like a man.
Like a man.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing?
Hey, fella boys. What's up? Let's scratch our balls and sniff our fingers. Am I doing it right? Is this a real Lifu voice? I knew she was over 80. Oh my god. Imagine
serious.
like 3 years from now on, people are gonna dig up this old stream and be like, real voice exposed. I'm gonna die laughing. But I want to reiterate, this is the outside world's first impression of VTubing. And this is not great look. The world's first impression of VTubing? The world. US local news in Nashville. The world's global news. Are you sure about that one? Yeah, effing normies. They don't get it. We're not all like this. I agree, but sponsors, businesses, academics, they're all going to start asking, what's the deal with this VTubing thing anyway? Why is there so much controversy around it and politics? And that's not a question you want asked, as it comes with risks. Is Anna Valens finally starting to realize VTubers are literally just any other content creators? And that VTubing is just a medium to enhance content? Oh my god. I think she's evolving. I think she's like right at the edge of figuring out that VTubers are literally just like any other content creator. Fingers crossed, we can only hope, right? Risk-like businesses deemed your industry unstable and prone to politically extreme viewers. It takes one bad event to damage a budding industry. Yeah, and that bad event are your articles. Gotta be honest. Now is a good opportunity to look around the VTubing space at large and ask, well, what's going on here? What's up? Because I don't think the problem is Pippa. She's just a comedian. But the industry around Pippa that allows bad actors to hang out in fan bases, communities, and conventions across the industry. And trust me, the weirdos are going to keep popping up with other Oshi's names scribbled on their own rifles or whatever, I'm sure. But hey, that's just a Vice theory. I am not sorry for that one, okay? I am not sorry. And if that doesn't convince you, well, do you really want to have that awkward conversation with mom and dad about your Oshi in the news? Yeah, probably not. Why? Okay, why is Anna Valens constantly insinuating that VTuber viewers are kids? I think that's really disturbing.
Are we at the end of this article? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. You need a palate cleanser? My beautiful face is your palate cleanser. Я вообще ничего здесь не делаю. Хватит обо мне разговаривать. Не надо больше обо мне разговаривать.
Yeah, fly high, check it. Spread my wings high, reach the sky. Feathers in the wind, never asking why. I'm a bird, motherfucker, I'm a bird. Soaring high, yeah, that's the word. Flying free like you never heard.